It looks like the Nigerian big boy Hushpuppi has bitten more than he can chew and got more trouble coming his way as fresh evidence emerges that he worked with North Korean hackers to launder $14.7 million stolen from a Maltese bank in February of 2019. If you don't live under a rock, you will recall that Gucci man Hushpuppi, whose real name is Ramon Abbas, was arrested in his $60 million a year Palazzo Versace apartment in Dubai in 2020 after the Dubai police raided his 5-bedroom apartment at midnight in a move dubbed Operation Fox Hunt 2, where they arrested Hushpuppi, his boy Olalekan Jacob Ponle, a.k.a. Woodberry, and 10 others, and later extradited them to the United States. Although Hushpuppi's lawyer Vicky Podbereski is yet to react to the new charges against him, Hushpuppi has been in hot soup much longer than his money can buy, while Mr. Woodberry is reportedly not coping well in prison. In the wake of the Northern Korean haste, some Nigerians were worried that Hushpuppi may not see the sunrise again, and they will probably be with grandchildren before he is let out of prison. Hello guys, it's TCode here for African Glitz. It's no longer news that Hushpuppi has been representing Yahoo Boys as their president. Following a spectacular crash in June of 2020, the Dubai police, in conjunction with Interpol, arrested him over allegations of fraud, hacking, impersonation, bank fraud, scamming, and money laundering. Before his arrest, the fraudster, fronting as a real estate investor, was busy entertaining his over 2.5 million followers with photos and videos of his lavish spendings on luxury cars, designer wares, and flamboyant activities in private jets. Since his crime victims were US-based, he was extradited to the US in July 2020 to answer his crimes with the FBI. He was immediately charged by the US Attorney Office in Los Angeles with conspiracy to launder over $100 million from business email compromise frauds and other schemes targeted at a US law firm, a Premier League soccer club, and a foreign bank. Following a delay of his criminal trial due to be heard in November 2020 over the COVID-19 pandemic, Hushpuppi has been counting his woes in a Chicago jail after the US Justice Department noted that he faces up to 20 years jail sentence if convicted of the charges against him. On Wednesday, February 17, 2021, it looks like St. Valentine's Day gifted Hushpuppi even more woes to count, as it appears there is no hope that he will ever leave jail again. This is coming after the FBI gathered information that Hushpuppi took part in a cyber haste perpetrated by North Korean military hackers from a bank in Malta in February 2019. According to the statement released by the US Department of Justice, he conspired to launder $14.7 million from the North Korean hackers, adding that both the date and amount match that of the attack on Malta's Bank of Valletta in February 2019. The suspected North Korean hackers between the age of 27 and 36 reportedly worked for the Democratic Republic of Korea military intelligence agency known as the Lazarus Group and Advanced Persistent Threat 38. They specialize in using keyboards rather than guns to steal digital wallets of cryptocurrency and are currently the world's leading bank robbers. Although the haste perpetrated on Maltese banks was largely unsuccessful, Hushpuppi allegedly helped the North Korean hackers create false international payments that saw 13 million euros transferred to banks in 4 countries. The transfers were later traced and discovered, and none of the bank customers lost their money. The United States Justice Department was only able to connect Hushpuppi to the North Korean perpetrated haste through a 37-year-old Canadian fraudster, Gabriel Alamari, that snitched on him. Alamari had pled guilty to charges related to his role as a money launderer for the North Korean group and mentioned that Hushpuppi joined forces with the group as well. Following the recent revelation, unconfirmed reports are renting the air that it spells doom for Hushpuppi. They noted that the self-acclaimed billionaire Gucci master, previously facing 20 years jail term, may be going to prison for life as the United States is determined to make a scapegoat of Nigerian fraudsters who have been terrorizing its citizens and government agencies for years. Hushpuppi's lawyer, Vicky Podbereski, a top lawyer in Chicago, is yet to respond to the fresh evidence against his client. He is also rumored to be making moves to drop Hushpuppi as a client like his predecessor over fears that he may not win the case. After his arrest in June of 2020, Hushpuppi hired top California lawyer Gal Pizetsky immediately after being extradited to the US from Dubai. Pizetsky had bragged to Forbes that Hushpuppi was not guilty of the charges against him while describing the fraudster as an entrepreneur who made his money legitimately from brand influencing, the gram, and real estate. Staggering evidence and severity of charges against Hushpuppi would later cause him to drop him as a client. Perhaps he realized he could not prove Hushpuppi's innocence beyond reasonable doubt. Meanwhile, the US Department of Justice has not made an official statement of what the new evidence means for Hushpuppi, but silence, like many say, could be synonymous with no hope. Nigerians' reactions. There have been mixed reactions since recent news that Hushpuppi was indicted in the 14.7 million heist perpetrated by North Korean hackers. BB Naija star Leo Da Silva wrote on Twitter, "It's hilarious how you will be laundering money for North Korea and still be living lavishly for the gram. I now see why they did all they can to get him from Dubai. If those charges stick, I will be with grandkids before he gets out." Former presidential candidate Amadu Garba wrote on Twitter, "Nigerians can really excel at anything. If Hushpuppi can end up broker on internet fraud for North Korea, the global leader is hacking military technology. Nigerians' ingenuity is shocking. If North Korea can suit Nigeria for this, Nigeria is a superpower with a positive recommendation." Twitter user @PardeBrand wrote, "I don't rate scammers, but man, Hushpuppi is the greatest to ever do it." Another Twitter user @Uonko7118106 wrote, "Doing internet scam world tour from Dubai to the USA to Europe now to North Korea. Man said, go big or go home. He is a true legend of the fraud game. LOL." The trial of Ramon Abbas, aka Hushpuppi, was initially suspended due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Chamber's order of Judge Otis Wright, however released, revealed that the jury trial will continue in May 2021. Hushpuppi had pleaded not guilty to the 4 counts of conspiracy to commit wire fraud, money laundering conspiracies, international money laundering, and engaging in monetary transactions in property derived from specified unlawful activities. Based on this new development, would you say there is no hope for Hushpuppi? Do you think he may be going to prison for life if he is convicted of all the charges against him? Let us know what you think in the comment section down below. If you found this video informative, please give it a like and share. Don't forget to check out our channel for more interesting African stories and news we know you'll like. Subscribe to get notifications whenever we drop a new juicy video to keep you updated. Thanks for watching and see you on our next one.